opening statements today on today's game, and then we'll open things up for questions. Coach?
Can you hear me, Sean? All right, can you hear me? Okay. Keith, can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, yes, we can, Coach.
Yeah, we started great. We played great early. We were making shots. We're locked in defensively. Really played well. And then there's a reason they're whatever they are, 19-3, 20-3, 21. They're terrific. And Daryl picked up his second, and they finished the half on a 16-2 run. We couldn't score, but we go through that as droughts. The problem was we couldn't guard him. And the little point guard was terrific. He was terrific the whole game. He totally controlled the game. And they made a lot of shots during that stretch, tough shots. And that's what great teams do. And so a little disappointed that we didn't shoot the ball a little bit better. I thought we got some really good looks. We did shoot a little too quickly sometimes, but I thought we got some really good looks out there. We just didn't make them. And when they got looks, they made them. There's a reason they're a 1 seed. They're a really good basketball team. But we competed, had a chance there. Eric was shooting 2 free throws, got it to 5. Then we had Wiggins had a wide open 3, could have cut it to 2, but then they went down and made shots. So we battled, but that's one heck of a team, and they deserved to win today. They made plays when they had to.
Start off with Emily Giambalvo from the Washington Post.
Hey, Mark, what do you feel like was the issue defensively on that 16-2 run in the half? It seemed like it completely changed. Or was it Daryl not being in?
Yeah, Daryl being out had a little bit to do with it. Obviously, Daryl's defensive player of the year. And their ball screens, those guys are big. I mean, those ball screens are tough. And because they're so big, you're not able to switch them. And then they did a great job of driving the ball. Wagner and they got downhill, and then they made shots. They made some tough ones during that stretch. So it was unfortunate. You would like to have the lead at half. I think that would have been big for, our confidence. But, they went on a run. We really couldn't stop it. Timeout couldn't stop it. We couldn't score. We got a little bit standing around on offense, a little bit too much one-on-one during that stretch. We got to be better moving forward. So give them credit.
Daniel Oyafusi from the Baltimore Sun.
Hey, Mark, from your perspective, what happened at the under-12 timeout that resulted in the teams kind of coming together and Juwan Howard being ejected?
Well, this has been going on for 3 games. I've been doing this for 34 years. And I've called the conference office. I've called the commissioner about what transpired in the first 2 games. And I said I wasn't going to take it the 3rd game. And so I stood up for my team. I stood up for me. And there's a rumor out there. I said something about the banner. All I said is, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. There's nothing about a banner. I never backed down. I just stood there and said, don't talk to me. That's it. So commissioner of the league was well aware of what's transpired the first 2 games, and they'll handle it from here. But I thought as professional as I could try to be in the moment, standing up for myself, 34 years of doing it the right way, and for Maryland basketball. And so that's all I did. Just stood up for myself and my program and said, don't talk to me. And then it escalated.
Just a quick follow-up. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not aware of what the reference to the banner. I'm not sure. What do you mean by that?
Just Sean Ellenby said there's a rumor out there about that. And I didn't say anything about it. I just said, don't talk to me. That's the only thing I said.
We'll go with Andy Kosko from the Washington Times.
Hey, Mark, that little point guard, Mike Smith, what did he do so well? Made things difficult for you guys. He just seemed to be such a creator today.
He's a great player. He is really good. He's really fast. And, by the way we were guarding them, they made great adjustments. Juwan made great adjustments, started doing middle ball screens with him, and he just got downhill. He's terrific. I mean, and understand that he's an elite scorer. And he scored more today, but giving up his game for his team. And that's what great players do for great teams. And that's why we had Daryl on him. I mean, we learned from the first 2 games. We put our best defender on him, but we couldn't get over those ball screens. Those ball screens are just, I mean, Hunter Dickerson, Davis, I mean, those screens are amazing screens. And we couldn't get over them, and we couldn't switch them because they're so big. So they're just a unbelievable, well put together basketball team. I mean, they can score and they can defend. They got great size. They got inside game. They got outside game. And so when he's driving, there's also shooters around. So you got to pick and choose. You're going to go help. You're going to stay with shooters, and they're hard to guard. And you guys know we can guard, but they're really hard to guard.
Lila Bromberg from Testudo Times.
Hey, Coach. Yesterday, you kind of talked about how the key of the game was you guys, stopping taking those threes and kind of driving to the basket. It seemed like in the second half, you guys were going for a lot of quick threes and not kind of passing as much. What were your thoughts on the shot selection there?
Well, it's funny. We did shoot some quick ones in the shot clock, 6 feet beyond the 3-point line. I mean, we have enough trouble making them on the 3-point line. So that's disappointing. My last thing before we went out after halftime, I said, we got to have great possessions on offense. We got to move the ball. We got to share the ball. We got to move our bodies. We got to have a great shot every time so we can get our defense set. But we didn't do that. And, but with that said, we also had a lot of really, really good looks, wide open looks, inside out, and we just didn't make them. And we put our heads down a little bit because of it. So, and they're really good defensively, so like, we drive, they do a great job of coming to help. They're long, they play shots well. So you got to give them a lot of credit for stuff. But no, we shot probably 4 or 5 shots I didn't like. And then we had some other shots where we were open, we didn't shoot them. So, but they were going zone to man. I was really proud that we were able to get, the way we started the game, they had to go zone on us. They're a really good man-to-man defensive team. It's for us to get them out of their man. Shows that we're playing at another level right now than we've played before. So just didn't make shots. And we made mistakes defensively, but that we shouldn't make. Wasn't part of the scouting report. And great teams make you pay. Every time you make a mistake, great teams make you pay. And they made us pay. I think they can win the national championship. I think they're that good. I think they can win the national championship. I told Juwan that after the second game. I think they can win the national championship. I think they're that good. Whether they'll play 6 nights in a row really well, we'll see. But they're deep and they're really, really good.
Time for a couple more. Alexander Dacey from the Diamondback.
Hey, Mark, you kind of mentioned this a little bit, but when you guys cut it to 5 there and then Michigan went on that 8-0 run, just sort of, I guess, how much does that take out of the momentum, especially after, in such a highly emotional setting?
Yeah, I mean, we don't play for a week. We'll watch the film. We'll learn from it. We made 2 mistakes in that 8-0 run. Went under a ball screen and went under again on Wagner, who's an elite shooter. I mean, you can't do that. And then we went under on Smith, who's an elite shooter. And I know he was getting downhill, and Daryl's like, I'm going to go under this one. Great teams make you pay. So in the meantime, we're getting good looks at our end and not making them. So, yeah. It's deflating because you want to make the shots and you want them to miss them. But our effort was there. We kept battling, and, they made more plays. They're a heck of a team. They made a lot of plays to win the game.
Last question today, Alex Flom from WDVM.
Hey, Coach Turgeon, this is the second time now this season that you guys have gone toe-to-toe with Michigan for a first half. And you said, they're a national title contender. Now that you guys are going into this time where it is going to be win or go home, is this first half something you're going to be pointing to your guys going into the tournament saying, hey, this is what we're capable of, that, this is what we need to be doing for a full game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch a lot of college basketball, which is crazy because I study our team and study. But to me, Michigan, Baylor, and Gonzaga offensively are elite level. And unless we play one of those 3 teams in the NCAA tournament, you're going to run into good offensive teams, but those three teams are elite, and Michigan's elite. So yeah, we will gain confidence from this. And I told the team that. I said, they're terrific now, but we have to be more together offensively. We have to share the ball more. Every possession matters. We got to stick together when things aren't going well and be better in that aspect. We've come a long ways. No one can deny that. I mean, to have selection Sunday and our team's going to, be called. I think 6 weeks ago, no one would have believed that, except us coaches and us players. And so we've come a long ways. I'm proud of this group. Our name's going to pop up. We got a week, maybe 8 days to get ready for our next game. I'm more worried about staying COVID free, just staying in our bubble. But we'll get better. We'll get our guys rested. We'll get better. NCAA won't have back-to-back games, which helps this team, our team, if we're lucky enough to win one. But yeah, we'll be ready. Our guys are more confident. We're playing at a much higher level. And, we've been a really great defensive team. And that's why we're in the NCAA tournament. Hopefully between now and our next game, we can continue to get better offensively.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.